Pearlescent Vampire. Chapter 1. Twilight's Curiosity. Twilight, Starlight Glimmer called as she walked around the castle. How can I not by now find my way around this castle? Starlight walked until she happened to stumble upon the door of the library. Ah, here we are! She grinned as she opened the door. There, as she expected, was her teacher, Twilight Sparkle, deeply engulfed in a book. Twilight! Starlight shouted as she rushed inside the room, excitedly. Ah! Yelled Twilight in surprise, but quickly calmed down when she realized who it was. Oh, Twilight! I'm so sorry! I didn't mean to. Oh, it's all right, Twilight said gleefully as she set down the book. So, did you want to tell me something? Starlight soon recovered her excited mood and said shyly, Well, I just want to ask you something. Yes? Said Twilight as she started to put the book back. I was just wondering if I could study vamponies. Twilight stopped what she was doing so much that she dropped the book. What? I wanted to study vamponies. You see, there's so little we know about them. I thought it would be a good idea to know. Twilight said fiercely. Starlight stepped back a little in surprise. Why? Because I've already done that. Really? Really? How was it? What did you learn? It was terrifying, and I learned many things, but mainly one thing. Don't do it. Why? Twilight sat down and gestured Starlight to sit by her. Starlight sat. I think for today's lesson, I'll teach you why you shouldn't go and study vamponies, or I guess really anything, without the proper equipment. Starlight got out a notebook and a pencil, ready for note-taking. Ready! Twilight softly chuckled at her student, who was so much like her. Okay. A long time ago, when I was still a student of Celestia's, I wanted to do the same thing you did. I found the vamponies fascinating, and above all, there was little really known about them, amongst the myths and legends, you know. I loved a good challenge. I was determined to find out as much as possible about them. They could be misunderstood creatures for all I knew. So, I sent a message through Spot to Princess Celestia to ask her permission. To my surprise, she responded more quickly than I expected, and requested that I come to Canterlot immediately to talk about it. I asked Fluttershy to come along with me on the trip because she was so good with animals, and she could turn any pony into a friend. She had proven it. After we had arrived in Canterlot by the train, we scurried to the castle to meet the princess. Before I could even knock on the door to the throne room opened, where Princess Celestia and Luna were waiting. I trotted inside while Fluttershy walked behind. Your Highness, I bowed. Twilight Sparkle, Fluttershy, I do believe you sent a message to my sister asking permission to study the legendary vamponies. Is that correct? Why, yes, Princess. That is true. Why did you choose this very specific subject to study, Twilight? Well, I've searched the library for information about them, and under the myths and legends, there's little known about them. I like to study them to find the truth about them, if the legends and myths are true, and to find some new information about them. So, will you allow me to study them, please? Celestia and Luna looked at each other, Celestia having a worried look and Luna with a disgusted look and an arched eyebrow. They looked back to me. Are you sure, Twilight? You are aware that this study may be dangerous. I'm sure, Princess Celestia. And Luna, have you come across these creatures? I am the Princess of the Night. We know of all the things that lurk in the darkness, known and unknown. We are sorry to say that we have come across such creatures, and they are as horrible as they say. Are you sure you want to pursue this study, Twilight Sparkle? I'm sure, Princess. Then I will come with you to guide you in their customs. Thank you, Princess. Your assistance will be most helpful. Are you sure, sister? I am sure, Celestia. Besides, it might be high time to visit the old fool and his people. I am sure he will be delighted to have guests and an old friend visit him. They, I am sure, haven't had any visitors for a long, long time. Very well, then. Twilight, I grant you and your friend permission to study vamponies for as long as you can, as long as my trusted sister goes with you. I am Fluttershy bowed. Thank you, Princess. As Twilight and her companions left the throne room, Celestia leaned over and sighed a faltered sigh. Please, Twilight, don't make me regret this.